All right. What is going on, guys? It's ajmarkle. Yes, this is not a clickbait title. I am with James.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, guys, I have James with me and I'm sure some of you have been asking a lot of questions about what's been going on. You know, why James taking a break, and I explained a little bit myself. So I'm sure we're gonna come up with the very first question: why is he like gone? Or the better one, is he gonna go back to reacting again? I've said he won't, but I'm let James explain again.
Yeah, they might as well get the answer straight out of the horse's mouth. So, how are y'all doing?
Well, so far they're doing good. Nathan Gamer, Noxwave, Abel, Symphis, Claude, Julian, Darkside Master, all those guys.
Nathan, hey Noxwave.
Yep.
I'm watching the live stream as we speak.
Yeah.
So I can see everybody.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, this is not clickbait. And before you guys go ask how James contact me, I'm just gonna say no answer for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That information is different. Hey, Lucamus, what's up?
Yep, and Nathan is asking if he's good with James. I'll let James himself answer that.
I'm sorry, what's Nathan asking?
Is everything good with you?
Oh, life is great for me.
Yep.
So thanks. Hello, James.
Yep. Silver Screen Slasher here. How are you two coping? Oh, we're doing fine. I mean, it's good that we're remaining close and all that. And quarantine, shelter in place is over for me.
Hey, Brian. Good to see you too. Yeah, Chris. We're I'm coping just fine with all this Corona whatchamacallit. But I would really like it to be over so I can do the things I like to do in my personal life, just as I'm sure everyone else would.
Yeah. Oh, Kat, she's asking how you're doing. She's asking how you're doing in quarantine. You're doing fine, but you just wish things to end. And Omega, that's the next question I think you're gonna ask. He's asking if you're gonna react to Warp Zone again, and I'm afraid James, you're gonna have to answer the reaction thing again.
All right, I need everyone to get this straight, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I kind of am getting tired of answering this question. I am not reacting to anything of any channel, of any subscription, nothing. I'm not doing Warp Zone, not doing Cyanide and Happiness, not doing Cartoon Hooligans, and especially not doing Hizzy. There have been some people requesting me to watch that new Hizzy Rise of Skywalker, comedy dubs. I've already watched it, and I actually do not like it. I think that Hizzy, in my humble opinion, they've lost touch with their jokes. Their jokes have become extremely repetitive. They're using the same same one-liners, and it gets really annoying. Like, it's almost like as if they're running out of new material. And I'm not saying that to be rude to them, but they need to really step up their game a little bit, because their jokes are just the same old, and it's not funny anymore.
Yeah. All right. Damien is asking when season 4 of Dusk can come out, which I know you probably won't give the full answer, but I'm assuming summer this year.
What?
He's asking about when Dusk series season 4.
Right now, the idea was to get it ready this year, by fall, but thanks to the coronavirus, production has been halted. We might not start production for season 4 until possibly next year, but my director Ron is in charge of the planning, so I'm going to let him make the decisions. So whenever he makes whenever he makes the call, I'm not sure when it will be. I'm sure that he will publicly make it known, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, maybe one day I could get Ron on the line so he can explain it. Wait a minute, is the Harley Quinn show in production? Are you talking to Devil's Daughter, Darkside Master? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, if he's talking about Harley Quinn, then yes, he's talking about Devil's Daughter. And yes, just like Dusk Season 4, somewhat semi in halted production, but currently me and the crew are just having meetings and stuff about how we're going to do this, but that's all I can say. I really can't say much.
All right. Julian, James and I have been friends since late August, early September 2016. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and cat beer flu ruins everything. Okay, I get the joke. Corona, I get the beer joke. Yeah, cat. Yeah, James is in a series called not a production called The Devil's Daughter, which has to do with Harley Quinn. Um, and Tom,
Well,
he's
we're good. If
oh,
it's any comfort, we'll post the Devil's Daughter fan film on our Dusk channel, and I'm sure Aaron, you will post the Dusk series channel on the video.
yeah, definitely on that. Speaking of so Tom asked, "What do you think about the Snyder cut?"
Oh, what do I think of it? Well, first of all, it's not out yet, but when it does, look, I will say this: I am extremely excited for the Snyder Cut, as I'm sure everyone else is. That's why I posted videos of the cast, sharing their thanks to the fans. But yeah, when it comes out on HBO Max, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching it with some good friends, and then we'll give our official critique on what we thought of this. 'Cause right now, all of us hate the original cut of Justice League. Or,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what do we call it? The weeded cut. My bad.
If people make the word wrong, it's gonna sound like something else. Anyway, Kat is asking a little bit of detail to Devil's Daughter, but I think, as you said earlier, you can't really give it a lot of detail because of reasons. But you will be keeping update on the Dust series.
What?
But you'll be keeping it update in the future.
I signed agreements that I would not reveal plot details. As I'm it's just like how it's done in Hollywood, where the actors cannot spit out details about their roles because it would ruin the surprise.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, hold on. Yes, Lucamus, I am aware about RoboCop thing, and I also know that Arnold Schwarzenegger is playing Dutch again in that Predator Hunter game.
Nice. Darth Vader moments, DJ. He's asking me. No, I am your father. Not no, Luke. I am your father. It's not a merchandise, people.
Abel is asking me if I don't like people asking me this because this has been asked. They've been asking me this for years. I cannot do a gaming channel. I haven't even played video game in a long while. Thanks to work.
Work. Quack. All right. All right.
LB wants to know, what do I think of Ray's theme? The theme, not the character. Well, despite how much I hate Ray, I love John Williams' music, so I will say that his theme for Ray was cleverly well put. Now, if Ray had been developed into a better character, if it wasn't for the conflicting visions of J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson, and as well as the involvement of Kathleen Kennedy, I think that Ray could have had potential to be one of the best female characters ever. But I'm sorry, that goes to characters like Princess Leia and definitely Ahsoka Tano, especially after watching the final season of the Clone Wars.
Ahsoka Tano should be a better character, but they put Rey number 6 on a list somewhere instead of over Ahsoka back in 2018. And Kat is asking your opinions on Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War, which I have talked to you about that, but have you got a chance to watch or even seen some of the clips on it?
I have. It's fine, but I'm not a huge fan of these DC animated universe films. But I mean, for what they're worth, they're decent to watch.
Darkseid Master, yes, I believe James is still working at Amazon, right?
Oh yeah, Amazon helps me keep the bills paid, but because of the coronavirus, I'm working more than I normally am accustomed to. So even if I still wanted to do reaction videos, I wouldn't be able to, not with the workload on my back. Well, when most of these people, get to that point in life where work is a bigger requirement, they'll understand what I'm going through.
Yeah. Thoughts on Boba Fett being in Mandarin Season 2 by Lucamus. Ooh.
That's a spoiler alert. I'm actually... Now, even though I have that gut feeling that Boba is going to come back, the fact that they even are starting to already talk about that just takes away the element of surprise.
We don't know what's going to happen, though. What's he going to do? Unless they're doing flashbacks or he survived the pit of cocoon. I can't say it.
Right, some of these questions are... Knoxwave wants to know... Knoxwave, regarding Dusk series on Amazon Prime and Apple TV Plus, it's not on Amazon Prime yet. I don't know what the situation is with Apple TV Plus. everyone's been asking that question. Whatever whatever Avail's doing, they kind of messed up. They kind of like messed up some in a way on how they're organizing our series on their subscription. So I don't know what the situation is. I really do not know.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of questions on there.
First Blu-ray I ever gotten? Oh, that's an easy question. I didn't start collecting Blu-rays until 2013, and the first one that I did buy, because I remember pretty darn well, I got the first Avengers movie. That was my first Blu-ray I ever bought. So you can put that on.
I have 0 Blu-rays right now. Hold the gaps, James.
But right now, I got a new 4K TV, so I'm in the process of just switching out Blu-rays for 4K discs now, or buying 4K on digital.
Or isn't there a way? Doesn't 4K TV still play Blu-ray DVDs?
Of course they do, but 4K sounds better and has clearer picture.
Some of my recent game videos with the Spooky Jumpscare Mansion are 4K now.
Yeah.
Nathan Gamer, I don't know if James wants to know about Ezra Miller's recent assault of a fan, unless it was a joke.
I really do not wish to dig into that subject. I really don't.
Thank you. That's the James I know. I know you wouldn't go into that. Rosario Dawson portraying Ahsoka Tano by Brian.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. Davy Jones. What do you think of Davy Jones? What?
Oh, Davy Jones is in from Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, I think he's a great villain.
Yeah. I don't have a favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I mean, if you guys still have your questions answered, I sincerely apologize in advance because this set chat's going like fast, like that.
My live streams, I can't keep up with all these questions.
Yeah, I mean, you have a bigger fan base than I do.
Lucas wants to know what's my favorite Star Wars fan film. That's tough. It's either Star Wars series Vader fan film or Jimmy Costa's Kenobi fan film.
I think they're both. I think they're both very good.
Thanks. Talking to you too.
Yeah. See, and yeah. And guys, I'm gonna repeat myself, but this stream is gonna stay up, so you guys can at least catch up what the devil's been going on, so you guys don't have to ask me anymore some of those questions too. And
just can we they're kind of like treating this as if this is like one of those Q&As on my channel. I don't know. Maybe Aaron, maybe you and I need to talk deeper about my situation with what I've decided to do with my channel.
Yeah. So yeah. Here's what's been going on. You guys know that James has been uploading videos of films, all that. And for that, some of those people thinking that James uploads stuff he hates, he does it for the fans. So for those saying James just uploads stuff he hates, that's his logic. I have 2 words for you. Shut up.
Thank you. I could have said it myself, but you did for me. I mean, yes, I know that everyone will still try to keep telling me that I hate The Rise of Skywalker, which to some degree I do, and I still think, it's one of the worst Star Wars films, but at least it's better to watch than Last Jedi. I did make that clear in one of my old reviews. And at least, Ian McDiarmid as Palpatine made the scenes worth watchable, and by a majority of the scenes I posted were of him. So, but yeah.
2 out of 10.
What?
2 out of 10 review from Rise of Skywalker from me. Because I think that's my review. 2 out of 10. Very bad.
But anyways, but yeah, I actually find it better for me to just post clips and stuff, because if anyone doesn't remember me saying this a long time ago, that's what I used to do on my very first YouTube channel. I always posted clips, scenes. I even used to do what do you call those, video tributes?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I did one for you one time, but I deleted it because you returned. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do video tributes all the time. Unfortunately, I don't do them anymore because I kind of lost my touch on how to do that. But yeah, I used to when on my very first YouTube channel back in 2007. They were bad though. I do remember what my video trips were like. They were so terrible. So y'all would hate them if you ever saw what they looked like. But
Or they would love them. Or they would love them. They just probably have a different taste than you do.
well, they would probably say that to be nice to me. But when I first started, everyone said they were horrible because of the way I edited them, the way I didn't do specific cuttings to the music. So yeah, I don't do tributes anymore. But nonetheless, regardless, I did post scenes before, and so I'm kind of like returning back to the way I used to do YouTube. That's where I found my joy. Reaction videos were just a dumb hobby that someone challenged me to do, and I didn't want to do it. I just don't want to do it anymore. It's been fun. It got me where I needed to be, which was acting. And now that I'm where I want to be, YouTube is kind of like no longer a priority. And I know that you approve of that, Aaron, and I know that most of my loyal fans approve of that, but I really need everyone else who hasn't like come fully on board to understand that too.
Yeah, Docs Wave wants to know the challenges of me and him and you. They're not deleted. I don't think they're deleted. They're private, right?
Yeah, some of them are private, but some of them you can find on my old videos playlist.
Yeah. Can you explain why you had to do that? Because I don't. I get take the hate now because my skin's been a lot thicker now.
Well, because I really just didn't find any enjoyment in most of those challenge videos that I did and that what we did, because some of them felt inappropriate or I felt like I said some wrong things, and there was one of them where I felt like I offended somebody, and I can't watch those anymore because I really feel ashamed.
Well, thing is about comedy nowadays, there's always going to be someone that's offended. That's part of comedy these days. You don't have to worry about that, even if you do go back to some of the old things, which I know you're not. But I think though it'll be okay to. I think it's some of people say it might sound inappropriate, but I think nothing of it. I think the only person that sometimes some of the most harshest critics of people's own videos are the people who make the videos themselves.
Well, I'm going to repeat what I said in my old stream. It's that weird feeling where I just don't like watching myself on video. But then again, I'm not the only one. There's lots of people that don't like to do that. Even Hollywood's best actors don't like watching themselves on video. I mean, probably like the best example is Heath Ledger, who everyone knows is the Joker. He has said, and I quote, that he hates looking at himself on camera because he feels like he's gonna puke or something. And for me, I hate the way that I either display my face whenever something happens because either I don't react the right way. It's like whenever I try to direct myself, it sucks. Now, whenever I'm doing acting, that's because I'm, positioning myself, body, face, and everything because it's the way someone else wants me to do it. And if they're satisfied with what I'm doing, then I can get by that. Does that mean I still like watching myself? Not really, but at least I feel satisfied knowing that I'm helping execute a person's vision and that they're satisfied. But when I try to execute myself with doing stuff like that on video, it ends up looking terrible, and I just hate myself. Even for the videos that people say are my best, I still don't like how I look. I really do. And I'm sure most of y'all would understand.
What? All right, I can understand your reasoning. And the Toy Story time voice comparisons, did you not like your opinions on that? Lucas wants to know why you unlisted them.
Because honestly, I'm not that devoted to wanting to do Toy Story or Sonic voice comparisons. But at least I'm still kind enough to keep them unlisted, but still keep them on my old video playlist. But the truth is, I only did those either when Toy Story 4 came out or when Sonic the movie came out.
Game on at the speed of sound. Sonic Colors theme. Anyway, Abel, I believe when James said that, he had no idea that life would make a turn for him. And I can believe that because sometimes you might say you want to do something for a while, but then all of a sudden, life sometimes gets in the way going like, are you sure about that? Like, like John Cena. Yeah.
Anyway, look, I appreciate everyone's kind comments about my videos, and their support helped me get along the way. But I'm satisfied with the route I'm going down in my life because I did challenge everyone with the begging question: would you really want to devote your entire life to reacting from now on? And a lot of them did say no. So at least most of them now understand where I'm going, coming from. Because reacting is not something I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to be an old man who can barely stand still watching videos in front of a dumb camera. I'm sorry, I refuse to turn into that.
Unless you're defined, bros.
Yeah, right. I mean, until the day comes where my life is over and I have truly lost everything, then I'll probably go back to it. But I doubt that.
So, well, the Lord will provide, the Lord will take away. I mean, he has a path laid out for you. Just follow.
Amen, bro.
And that's another thing about me. I mean, I don't do reactions anymore because I know that I don't have that passion like I used to. I mean, I could still do it. That's a little bit different. But
but you've passion, and I'm actually proud of the work, and that's you doing fan films.
Yeah, which you can talk about the third one that's still in progress a little bit. I will send you what I got so far in the script. It's dark.
Cool. Well, I mean, whenever you upload it, I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're.
Yeah, James. I can confirm again that James is still going to be Dylan Matheson in the upcoming fan film Slenderman: The Final Showdown. And I will give you all warning. It's dark, and I could beat Sony's butt.
I hope you do that.
Because I've seen clips of it, Slenderman, and I'm thinking, is that what they made of him? All it's like is this predictable Hollywood schmuck of how they think horror should be. Ooh, so scary. Oh, someone died. That's not how it works. Anxiety. Go into the anxiety of the person. What gives them anxiety? Better writing. Jeez.
Oh, Lucas wants to know what I thought it is. I thought it was great, bro.
Yeah. But, a little bit of a shout out to Lucas. If you guys want to check out some performance compilations, go check out his channel. You guys could definitely get a kick out of that.
I gotta say that both you and Lucas are definitely one of the top fans of my show Dusk. The two of you have shown undying support, and me and the casting crew truly appreciate that.
Yep, and looking forward to whenever you guys get to season 4. I mean, darkness will fall, but what will rise? And also, the river will flow.
I've read the script, and while I cannot tell any of y'all what's going to happen, I will say this: it's going to shake everything that you thought you knew. You're going to be surprised with some character revelations. It's going to horrify you. So
yeah,
I need everybody to get emotionally prepared for what we got planned for next season.
Darkness will fall. My Batman voice got the better of me. Sorry. But
that's Lucas. For anyone that doesn't know, the guy who voiced Darth Vader on Star Wars Theory's Vader fan film, he commented on my Darth Vader voice comparison. That was a huge honor.
Yep.
His name's he's a great guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Brian, Slenderman fan film was something I was going to do last year, but I lost motivation due to personal reasons. And what's up, Luna or Tiff? And I basically decided to start fresh because I didn't like how I originally wrote the script. I felt like it was choppy. I felt like it was kind of bland. So, yeah, I decided to come up with something a lot better. I decided to go deeper, ask myself questions. What makes this character scary? Something that I think Hollywood sometimes lack. And example, Disney Star Wars. Well, mainly Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Force Awakens was kind of bland enough, but it sort of set up like, if they followed, questions that should have been answered in the next 2 films, not the books.
Force Awakens, but now that we know what's become of it, I really don't care about that movie anymore.
Yeah.
It's like Kathleen Kennedy, J.J. Abrams, and Rian Johnson are one of the best examples of people that have a huge responsibility to the fans, but they still couldn't come up with a plan to tell an accurate storyline. They let their visions collide, and of course their political agendas collide, and it ends up becoming films that, in my opinion, and a majority of fans would agree with me, it divided the fan base.
And even the actors and actresses are against some of the people involved in it. Is that really... Yes. That's bad.
I mean, now we have some professional Hollywood screenwriters and producers and some actors that are now speaking out against these new films. Like they're finally coming out of the dark. And then again, we all know it's not a secret, but John Boyega, who plays Finn, he hates these movies.
Yeah.
He really wanted to take Finn to new heights, and they didn't. I kind of wanted Finn to become a Jedi, not Rey.
I kind of wanted them. I kind of wanted both of them to be Jedi, but anyways, Finn once said, "You ain't gonna Disney Plus me."
But anyways, well, Aaron, do you have any other questions regarding what I'm doing with my channel?
Well, not really, but I don't like Phineas. I don't really have a fan of Phineas for a DJ. But but to kind of make one thing clear, and James is open to talk about this on his channel anytime he wants. The Cinnamon fan film. Whenever I give him the script, I give him the approval to give like non-spoilers some of a dark element that might shake up everyone. And DJ, I'll be honest with you. I still like Disney, but I do not like modern Disney. I like classic. I mean,
yes, I would agree. I like the classic and the Disney Renaissance era film of Disney films.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to say: all Disney films that have come out after 10 years ago, like after the year of 2010, ever since then, almost a majority of them have been really bad. And I am including the live action remakes.
Live action remakes. I could direct better in some areas.
Or just don't make them at all. They ruin the legacy of what the animated film stood for.
They don't really care about, storylines now. They just care about one word. Money.
And PC agendas. Don't forget that.
That's two, but yeah. Christopher Robin live action film? Never watched it.
But anyways, we should probably wrap this up because time is always an enemy to us. But I mean, anyway, does anyone else have any more further questions to ask me regarding my channel or in general?
Well, channel. I mean, not guys, specifically his channel, not fandoms, not like what he likes, but seriously, his channel. Like, what question do you have for the man himself, James channel? Future upcoming videos by Lucamus.
Well, Lucamus, like I said, I only intend to just do what I've done from the very beginning when I first done YouTube, and that's just post scenes and clips, trailers, promos, because I find more fun in doing that, sharing my. That's how I like to share my love of fandom, by doing something like that, not spreading my face on a video to do that. It's like I've said before, I don't really like watching myself. So now that I've found that piece of doing something like that, that's what I'm going to stick to. The chances of me ever doing reaction videos again are like it's very, very low.
I say zero, but yes, me. Shammy rocks. James won't come back to do react, but who knows when he'll come back to talk? You never know. And the second thing, someone's asking, DJ.
Why did I change my?
Well, James YouNiverse is over. He wants to have him move on to his life.
Yeah. James YouNiverse reminds me too much of my reaction channel, and it's time to make a change. Oh. And if anyone noticed that I am a big fan of the Empire from Star Wars, because anyone remember that Empire hat that I usually wear in my videos?
Yeah.
And and I'm a diehard Darth Vader fan, and that everyone likes my Lego Death Star. I think that it's more appropriate that I call myself Empire fan.
Yeah.
001. Kind of like James Bond, 007. Get it?
Yeah.
Luca is still staying up.
Yeah. Lucamus is asking, can he keep his top reaction why he is, like, you are his favorite YouTuber? Can you keep that up?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. That's a yes. So LB's asking if you can make commentary videos. That would be kind of interesting if you could make some commentary videos. I mean, you're not showing your face or anything, but you can definitely show like voiceovers and stuff like that.
The truth is, if I ever wanted to do commentary videos, I don't want to do them by myself. If I ever did reviews or commentary stuff like that, I need more people to do it with. I need someone who can like either give me supporting or opposing views on a particular show, movie, or book. And but it just depends if they're in the mood to commit to that. If they're not, I really don't want to do it because there is something I did not like about the review videos I did. I did it by myself, and I needed like another party with me. So
well, you got
I like to have.
well, you got me,
Yes.
you got me, and you got Ron if he's available.
True, but anyways, let's see I don't know when the chances of me doing live stream are also low. Like the only reason I did a live stream that one time was because I needed to get a message out.
Yeah. Although it would be cool if you had your face up and your Thanos gauntlet.
And yes, Chris, I have done movie reviews before, but I ended up not liking how they turned out.
Yeah, I can admit that movie review with Rise of Skywalker that I did, I should have done a lot better, and less yelling, and actually been more calmer.
I'm sorry to hear that, Luke. Well, I think we've answered pretty much the essential questions. So, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But everybody, thank you so much for your support, and I know that Aaron's going to keep this video up. I hope that I have somewhat satisfied your questions. I mean, there's really nothing more I can do. I've made my choice. I'm happy with what I'm going to do next in my life because, I mean, that's just part of life. We have to grow. We have to move forward with some things because nothing lasts forever. You just got to I mean, it's painful. I know. Believe me. If I was y'all and I was in this situation, yeah, I would be upset too. But eventually, I would accept it and move on. And I hope that everyone else will take that time to process this and just move on and also find that peace and happiness in their life as well when their time comes. That's all I can say. Aaron?
Yeah, that's my final words. Is I let James move on with his life. I hope this clears up a lot of the questions that you all had, and of course Jordan says hello. God bless you. That's okay, James. And also, guys, I will please go check out the Dust series, and also for you guys into the Devil's Daughter, keep an eye out on the Dust series YouTube channel, hopefully. And
of course, Aaron will post my playlist for all my old videos on the video.
Yes, so I'm gonna go into in the studio and definitely add that so that you guys could check that out a little bit. Anyway, as James and I would say, God bless, you rock, don't forget it.
Take care, everybody.